Oh my God. 33 years of me living on this earth. I have watched some very, 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 very fucked up horror movies. Forgive me for my language. But I watched some severely fucked up horror movies. Like I Spit on Your Grave franchise, Last on the Left, the original and the remake, motherfucking Saw, fucking Human Centipede, which I couldn't finish, Terrifier, which I am very, 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 very... I'm not a fan of Terrifier, but I'm a fan of Terrifier. I have a love-hate relationship because it goes a little too far. But nothing I've seen in my 33 years of living has been more fucked up than a movie Smile. And it's like, I'm going to tell y'all a fun fact about me. My biggest fears, man, is roller coasters. I can't get on a roller coaster. But the times I've got on a roller coaster, it was scary, but it was like kind of fun, but it still fucked me up a little bit. I got on like 4 or 5 rides and I never do it again. But human instinct makes you want to do some crazy shit like that. And let me tell you something. It's not a lot of shit that scares me at all. But I've seen niggas, people that's gangsters, that's tough as fuck saying Smile 2 was scary. And I said, bro, no the fuck it's not. First of all, fun fact. The director of this movie, this is his second film he's made called Smile 2. He is one of my favorite film directors right now, next to the guy that made Ready or Not, The Invisible Man, this, that, and the fourth. Completely different directors. But I have a lot of favorite directors. I'm going to tell you my favorite directors right now of the current generation we stay in. The person that made Fede Alvarez, that made The Evil Dead, and fucking Don't Breathe. And then the I think it's Radio Silence that made Ready or Not and Scream 5 and Scream 6. Way off topic. Way off topic, guys. But I'm paying homage to these people because these motherfuckers can make some pretty good movies. And my favorite horror movies are those horror movies that I just named from those directors. Fede Alvarez's last film was Alien Romulus. The ending of Alien Romulus scared me. Then, shit. Fucking Terrifier 3 didn't scare me, but it pissed me the fuck off. So, Smile 2, I said, you know what? This ain't gonna be scarier than the second one. The first one gonna be scary. Parker Finn, you done fucked up and you proved me the fuck wrong. Let me tell y'all something. Smile 2 was so scary that I'm gonna pray tonight. I'm gonna watch TV. Not watch TV. Keep my TV on. Put on some fucking cartoons or something and pray. Because that movie was just so demonic. I don't think it was like mean-spirited, but it was really, really fucked up and it was really, really demonic. And Naomi Scott killed it as an actress. She killed it in the movie. It's relatable. Like the shit she's going through right now, she was just relatable with her being a drug addict. I've had family members that's been drug addicts. I've lost family members that's been drug addicts. That shit is not fun, but it's going to be consequences. Then she became like a famous singer and everything. And it was just intense. It was just intense. The ending of the movie was just, oh my God. Oh my God. The ending of that movie was just scary. But I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm a film student. I'm a theater student. I know a little bit about movies. I'm very passionate about that. And that's why I like for y'all to subscribe to my YouTube and my podcast, because I know a lot about what the fuck I'm talking about. And the foreshadowing in the movie, I saw it. The foreshadowing in the movie, I saw it. I saw that shit. I said it. I swear to God, I said this to myself. I said, she got scars on her, bruh. Something fucked up gonna happen at the end with those scars. Either she gonna get brutally murdered or killed, or that smile demon gonna fucking come out and possess her or some shit. And I was right. I was fucking right. Oh my God. We live in a time where it's nothing but remakes, reboots, requels, and sequels. And people are getting tired of that. And I know I just mentioned something about Scream and shit. Now the movie series finna get rebooted. But the thing about Smile and even the Terrifier films, I have to say this. Both those movies have something a lot of movies don't have these days. It has originality. It has originality. Now, Terrifier films do have a story. Third one really didn't. Smile does have a story. I like how this movie tied in with the first one 5 or 6 days later. Same thing with Terrifier. Terrifier, damn, I just ran into something. Terrifier tied into something. But if you notice, a lot of films these days kind of don't tie into each other sometimes. They probably do, but they don't. They have a whole different cast of characters. They move on from the characters. This, that, and the fourth. And in Smile 1, it did move on to different characters because the demon can be transference. And I'm a Christian. I'm not the most perfect Christian in the world, but I believe in bad energy. I believe in demons. I believe in that shit because that shit exists. God forgive me, but shit like that exists. So a movie that original, you can't fuck with it. How many fucking demonic possessions movies have we fucking seen based on the true story? This, that, and the fourth. Blah, 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 fucking blah. At the end of the day, man, a smiling demon that transfers spirits and souls to you is really, really good. And it's original. And I like the movie. I'm a fan of the series. I'm a fan of the series because let me tell y'all something. Just like children, Terrible 2 is a horrible, horrible thing to deal with in some films. Some part 2s and movies was good. Some part 2 and movies made it better or worse. Henceforth, Nightmare on Elm Street 2 was good. Fucking Child's Play 2 was good. Hellraiser 2 was good. Aliens was good. The list can go on and on and on. Then you got some shitty part 2 movies like Amityville 2, The Exorcist 2, Candyman 2. Friday the 13th part 2 people didn't like. I go on and on about good number 2s and bad number 2s, but just like that little badass little child, that demon child a lot of people have, the second one could be good or it could be bad. Meaning terrible number 2. But it's not a terrible number 2. Smile 2 was better than the original. Smile 2, the first one wasn't even a bad fucking movie. So when you have a movie that's damn near perfect, then it says a lot. My only complaint about Smile is just the movie go too slow. Other than that, but the movie was just crazy. But it's kind of like that series on Netflix, Grotesquerie. If you watch it, I highly recommend y'all watch the show where we thinking this shit is real. And then come to find out it's kind of not real because it's all in her fucking head. And that's what happened in the last 2 episodes of the Netflix series Grotesquerie. Grotesquerie and Smile 2 are like so fucking similar. But Grotesquerie was just such a good show because it came from the director of American Horror Story and creator of American Horror Story. I don't know if it was Ryan or Brad, but one of them made that show. And we always get American Horror Story. But then American Horror Story to me fell off. So when the director made something different, I fell in love with Grotesquerie. A lot of people may not like it, but I fell in love with it. Same thing, same way I fell in love with Smile 2. I'm kind of looking forward of more Grotesquerie more than the American Horror Story. Meaning, I'm gonna segue into this. Meaning, some things we want to move on from. Sometimes we get tired of the same old shit, but if it's the same old shit with a little bit something different, we're gonna like it. And I'm telling y'all now, man, I recommend seeing Smile 2. Smile 2 is one of the best movies I've seen so far in 2024. Simple. I haven't seen Wicked yet. I plan on seeing Wicked real soon. Only movie that impressed me this year, few movies that impressed me this year, is Twisters and Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, dead ass. Twisters and Deadpool and Wolverine impressed me. Terrifier 3 impressed me too. The final act of Terrifier 2 was the best final act in the movie. The opening was the most fucked up opening ever in horror movie history, ever in the movie history. Nothing can hold a candle to that opening, and nothing can hold an opening to that fucking ending. But in terms of originality, Smile 2. Smile 2. That right there, that movie right there knocks off every fucking check mark ever. It had a little comedy in it. It had a little romance in it. It had a little action in it. It had a little horror, a lot of horror in it. It had a lot of gore in it. But the thing about this shit is some of this shit is very realistic. It's very realistic, and some of the topics in the movie is very fucking relatable. Because people that go through depression or anything mental health tend to snap on people. Sky was a bitch to a lot of people. And she didn't mean no harm. When she died, I was a little sad. But I saw that it was coming. And she really wasn't that nice of a person at all. But nobody's perfect at all, man. Nobody is perfect at all. But for the story to just all tie in, it's just amazing. That was one of the most amazing horror movies I've seen in recent day. Like I said, when the next Terrifier movie come out and the next Smile movie come out, man, I'm going to be so excited about it because, well, I want to review about it. But it's going to be pretty hard for Parker Finn to do a third Smile movie in it for it to be good. But who knows? Fuck. I love Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day Part 2. Those was pretty fucking good movies. The director of that did good. He did good in Freaky. So, overall, man, it's good. And, man, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I predicted at the end of the year, I was gonna say that movie Maxine was gonna be my favorite horror movie and favorite movie this year. But, that movie can't touch a candle on Smile 2, bro. It's just, that was a very insane horror movie. It was a roller coaster of a ride. It was just so fucking good. It had a good storyline, good cinematography, and everything. And it's kind of making you give you a love-hate relationship for the main character. Cause it's like, damn, bitch, can you calm down? But it was just so fucking awesome. It was a little predictable. It wasn't all the way predictable. But man, I tell you, I'm so impressed with this film, man, because we need something original. Everybody gets tired of listening and seeing the same shit. That's one reason why I created my podcast, because one thing about me, I will blow up and I will be great. And I'm original and I'm different. No other YouTuber or podcaster is like me because everybody's different. I don't have the fancy audio equipment or the fancy editing videos on shit. But it's a lot of YouTubers that's making six figures that don't even show their face. Just do a little artwork and boom, their podcast gets this amount of views or this, that, and the fourth. Everybody got their own form of avenue of multimedia, mass media, e-commerce. But overall, man, I'm not finna do a little tangent on my fucking internet career or whatever the fuck I'm trying to be. But overall, man, Smile 2 was a fucking good film. And it was fucking scary. And I didn't fucking think that I see the fucking smile demon once again in the film, because the bitch, she scared the fuck out of me. It scared the fuck out of me. And I'm going to tell you how original Smile was. Smile reminds me of the Smile movies reminds me of Jeepers Creepers. I'm going to tell you why. Jeepers Creepers, the creeper, well, in the first two, I don't know what happened in the third one, but in the first two films, especially part two, because Jeepers Creepers 2 was the best out of all the fucking series. I forgot all about part two. So Jeepers Creepers 2 is up. It's like number 2 of the best number 2s of all time. But notice in Jeepers Creepers 2, the creeper only mainly killed, well, first off, he killed the adults, but he mainly killed everybody based upon fear. He was a demonic entity that come every 23 every 23 days of the 23rd spring every 23 years. Whatever. Maybe I said that shit wrong. But what made him different from every other horror killer is, number one, this motherfucker can't die. And when he does die, he just fucking turns to a fucking fossil. But on top of that, he killed you on fear. And that right there is fucking original. And yeah, maybe some killers kill you on fear, but it's a lot of the major fucking horror killers like Art the Clown, motherfucking Freddy, Jason, Chucky, Candyman, all of them. They didn't give a fuck if you were scared of them or not. They still go kill your ass. They still go fuck you up and kill you. They don't give a fuck if you a child, a fucking baby, mentally retarded, gay, black, white, transsexual, pansexual, quadsexual, orange, blue, purple, green, bitch, you're gonna die. The Xenomorph did the same thing. Pumpkinhead did the same thing, except Pumpkinhead killed people that tormented the fucking victim that summoned them. But a film like Jeepers Creepers and a film like Smile is so good because it's a few movies that sit on its own Mount Rushmore of great movies because it's different. That's like me. I'm going to tell y'all an example. I work a job where it's a whole shit ton of toxic people. And I have a really bright personality and I'm a little bit different. I'm not like everybody else. My style of serving and my style of working is different and it intimidates people. But guess what? I'm different. I'm different. I'm more different than any of you that's listening. I'm more different than, and some of y'all may be more different than me. And that's what makes me great because I'm different. So when you do a movie like Jeepers Creepers or Smile or fuck it, even Pumpkinhead, it's fucking awesome. Even Saw back then was original. When we saw Saw, we was like, okay, we get gore and torture a lot, but this fucking John Kramer guy's a fucking psychopath. Now, the first few Saw movies was pretty good. Some of them kind of tie into each other. Some of them kind of don't because they be all over the place. But again, movies like Pumpkinhead or Saw, those movies are fucking imitated. Often imitated, but never replicated. But on top of that, films like Jeepers Creepers and Smile, you can't touch that. The storyline of Jeepers Creepers of him killing you basically are fear, and Smile a fucking demon stalking you and transferring somebody. You gotta kill them or transfer it. That shit can't be touched. You can't copy it. If you copy it, motherfuckers like me gonna say, oh bitch, you copied that from Smile. You copied that from Jeepers Creepers. It's just crazy that these demonic entities kill you based upon action, willingly or unwillingly. But at the end of the day, it's a solution to the problem. Maybe a fucked up solution to a problem, but it's a solution to the problem, just like Jeepers Creepers. Fuck it. If you don't fear the creeper, he not gonna fucking kill you. He ain't gonna fuck with you. Same thing with Smile. It's like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. So what I need to do is kill somebody, blah, 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 and just get this demon to go to somebody else to transfer it. And I got to die myself. Very, very hard to do. But if I hear that shit and I hear somebody going through some shit like that, I'll be like, okay, bro, we're going to try to get you out of this. We're going to figure out a way to stop this shit. And in both movies, they thought of some really logical, smart, scientific ways on how to stop the demon. It was, I'm going to tell y'all something. Watch Evil Dead 2013 when Mia got possessed by the demon and she had to fucking die and her brother resurrected her. Everybody turned on her. Mia said, yo, bro, it's something wrong with me. Help me out. But just like the fucking Sky in the movie, a fucking drug addict, recovering drug addict, and people don't believe her. And every fucking body, friends and family didn't believe her. Then once shit went down, everybody believed, but before they died, they believed me. It's like, oh my God, the bitch is right, but I'm about to fucking die. So that's what I kind of like about the Evil Dead remake because it's similar to Smile. I know I'm going all over the place, but it's a similar premise to Smile a little bit where it's unpossessing you. But I bring Evil Dead up because the remake 2013 Fede Alvarez version, simply because Mia had to find a way to kill herself and resurrect herself to get the demon out of there. And realistically speaking, if you think about it, outside of an exorcism, everybody can't get access to a fucking priest. Priest probably costs a shit ton of money. So it's like, okay, fuck it, let me kill myself. Maybe this demon to get the fuck out of me. Whoop de fucking do. Look at the end of Terrifier 3. When Sienna killed the demon with the sword. And it fucking left her body and the body melted. So overall, it's realistic to kill these demons. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to pinpoint is the originality in this movie that separates itself from any other movie because it's original. And I like how a lot of these movies kind of have that originality to it, because all these newer directors that haven't been like the Spielbergs, the Wes Cravens, the Stephen Kings, the well-known names in Hollywood, and just being newer names coming with some really good ass fucking movies shows a lot, because everybody wants originals. Everybody wants something original. And every fucking major name I just named, from Stephen King, Steven Spielberg, to Wes Craven, all the major directors, I'm going to tell y'all something. I want y'all to research this. When it comes to the sequels of the franchise, most of the times, 97% of the time, statistically speaking, based upon my factual knowledge of watching movies, they're not the director of it. They may be a producer of it, but they're not a director of it. They didn't write the script. They greenlit the script, but they didn't do it. So I love the fact that this guy is still trying to make a third Smile. Similar to Damien Leone for Terrifier. I love the fact that he's writing 3, 4, and 5. He's still working on it. So I like the fact that this director is committed to his work. He's not going to sell his shit. It's like an independent artist not signing a record label. When you sign that fucking record label or sign that fucking label, your shit going to be branched out to different writers. You may get a little bit of money, but when it's your own shit, your own fucking ideas and your own way of thinking and writing and your own style, that's right there is going to make it consistent. It's like cooking something. If you have a fucking signature recipe dish and you are the head chef and the owner of a restaurant, your dish is going to be a signature fucking dish because you own that shit and you know that recipe. But if a motherfucker change that recipe, 9 out of 10 things are not going to be the same. It's not going to be consistent. When you're consistent, you will create great things. It's like making some fucking pancakes. When you make good pancakes, you got to be consistent with the fucking pancake batter. Once you be consistent with the pancake batter, make it good and get that grill hot, you got it. You got that and you make a perfect fucking pancake. But if you're not consistent with that pancake or want to switch up your pancake recipe or want to do something different, make pancakes on a cold grill, it's not going to be consistent. It's not going to be consistent at all. So I like the fact that the director of Smile 2 is consistent with the films. I love the fact that these new iconic directors is consistent with their movies, or if not their movies, with a franchise. Or directing something. They are in charge of writing that movie. They not gonna sell that shit to Hollywood. They gonna stick to it. So again, guys, it was so many Easter eggs. I didn't mean to go on a tangent about that. But like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And definitely go check out Smile, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I don't think no horror movie can touch that this year. It's gonna take a while for another horror movie to touch that. A lot of people said The Exorcist scared them. Bitch, Smile 1 and Smile 2 fucking scared me. Jeepers Creepers 2 scared the fuck out of me. The original Child's Play and Curse of Chucky scared the fuck out of me. It's a lot of shit that scared the fuck out of me. But Smile scared the dog shit out of me. That shit was scary and it was original. Because the thing about the Smile movies, y'all, and I'm gonna let y'all go. The thing about the Smile movies is you gonna get hooked on something and then out of nowhere, shit, they just throw some shit at you. You think this finna be a good ass scene. It's like, oh, okay, Sky just finna go get her drugs from her homeboy. Okay, cool. Oh shit, this nigga got a sword? What the fuck? Oh, he didn't calm down. Okay, ooh. Wow, that was insane. That nigga didn't calm his bitch ass down. Cool. Wait a minute. Scott Friend hitting himself with a fucking weight. He punched. Oh, whoa, bro, calm down. Or it'd be a scene where Scott's talking to her mom, and then her mom's just going off on her, calling her all types of names and disrespecting her and all types of shit, although that sequence wasn't real. But then, out of nowhere, similar to the first film, motherfucker finds a fucking glass short, a piece of a sharp object, slits her fucking throat, stabs herself, and cut. It's like, oh, okay. Then, the most fucked up part in the movie was when Sky had those needles attached to her. Now, let me tell y'all something. I don't want no pity party what I'm about to say. I've had a suicide attempt in my life. I've had an unsuccessful suicide attempt because I tried to kill myself in 2013. And I was so depressed and I ain't had nobody to come see me, this, that, and the fourth. Friends or family didn't give two fucks about me. But peep this. When I was going through the suicidal stuff, I was at a residential private clinic and everything. This program I was in, the federal government paid for it. But I'm going to tell you something. When they have those fucking needles inside of your fucking body, on your fucking arms and everything, and you just on the bed, and they pumping your blood, that shit hurts. So when I saw Sky on that bed and seeing her mom about to kill herself, that shit was scary as fuck because that shit is painful. That shit is painful and that shit is realistic. And if something died out, like, let me tell y'all something. Realistically speaking, if you was in a psych ward or in a hospital and something fucked up happened, you gonna stand there? Or you gonna try to man up or woman up and take those needles out? And I think that was a really fucked up scenario I just said, but it's relatable. It's very relatable. And it was times where I wanted to get the fuck out that hospital and take them needles out, but it was gonna be painful. It was gonna be very painful. Can't say I was gonna do it. But seeing a scene like that scared the fuck out of me because it's realistic and it's painful. But she got those needles out. And that just scenes like that, y'all, man. Just scenes like that. Scenes like that. You think the microphone fucked you up at the end? Nah, bitch. Motherfucker. Subscribe to my channel.